What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Leo's Nerd Talk, and today we're going to be talking about Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game. So let's get into that. Now, I just recorded an entire video and none of it saved, which is absolutely insane. But with that being said, I haven't recorded a video in a while. I have been sick over the past week. You can probably still hear it in my voice. I am still a little nasally. I have so many video ideas that I got to catch up on just because I was sick, so I wasn't able to record this. But I've been waiting to record this video just because, I recorded the Killer Klowns from Outer Space movie review about a week ago to celebrate the 35th or 36th year anniversary of the movie, as well as in preparation to do a video game review of the Killer Klowns from Outer Space game. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the review. But before I give you my thoughts about Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game, make sure to let me know what you guys thought about this video game in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear all you guys' thoughts about this game. Are you guys enjoying it? Do you guys like this type of game? Do you guys like the Killer Klowns movie and the video game in general? Let me know in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's get into the review. Now, starting off with the positives, I just obviously love the theme of this video game because Killer Klowns from Outer Space is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And making it into this kind of asymmetrical type style game that we've seen so much times before, it makes for a very fun, stylistic style game. I do enjoy the visuals. I think the actual character designs and the areas and maps that you're in are visually very pleasing. They look very good. The Killer Klowns look amazing. They don't look too digitally stuff. They look really good up close and personal. Your character designs look amazing. So this is definitely a great looking game as well. The clown designs are amazing. Of course, you do have your traditional clowns that you can play as from the movie, or you can also customize your clown however you want. And I love that aspect that you don't just play characters from the movie. You can customize your clown, you can customize your human, and it just makes it for a more personable character that you're playing as you're going around trying to cocoon and kill humans or trying to escape from the killer clowns themselves. I also like the aspect that they brought in called a clowntality. So it's basically like a fatality from Mortal Kombat, but if you down a human, you get to kill the human in a very fun clown type of way, and you're able to select which one you have throughout that match. So if you do down a human, you can kill him in a very fun clown way, or you can go the other route by cocooning them. And I love the cocooning aspects where you get them in the cocoon, you hook them, you have different cocoon guns that you can unlock throughout the entire gameplay. As you're starting to level up and gather more XP, you can get more stronger cocoon guns, more stronger secondary weapons, as well as a human. As you're leveling up, you unlock more clothes. You also unlock different human classes that help you out for different scenarios. So it's very fun. You have a lot of customization and you have a lot of different upgrades you can get as you're leveling up, which add to kind of the replayability of the game itself. For being a very simple asymmetrical game, you need something that keeps you coming back. That replayability factor is very important for a game. And something like this where you do the same thing every match, it's very important to have that factor where you want to continue leveling up, you want to continue playing, and the game itself is just fun in general. You can't deny that. Just being an asymmetrical game doesn't make it boring, doesn't make it too repetitive, because although you're doing the same thing every single match, you get into a different rhythm every single time, because your escape routes are different, the way where you find things are different, or if you're a clown, the different human skills are different. Are they good at escaping, are they not good at escaping, how fast can you cocoon them, how fast can you kill them? There's so many different factors that continue to engage you as a player, and it just makes for a very fun playthrough experience. And I love that you have a lot of different references from the movie throughout the gameplay. There's certain maps where are directly out of the movie itself, so that's kind of fun to see, like certain spots that are reminiscence of the movie, or even like right before the clownpocalypse happens. And just the clownpocalypse, excuse me, is basically once the time runs out of the game, is huge pink nuclear blast happens, and any remaining humans are automatically dead and they lose the game. But the cool thing is, right before that happens, about 30 seconds before, the ice cream truck from the movie crashes through an escape route, and it allows you to escape, your one last chance of escaping before the killer clowns come kill you and before the clownpocalypse happens. So It's fun seeing these different references from the movies into the game, especially also when you're playing as characters from the movie. That's always fun as well. Some of your clown favorites are in the game, like Shorty, Slim, Jumbo, things like that. So it's very fun playing as those characters as well, and just seeing all the different clown designs. This is just a very stylized, fun game that you can constantly play over and over again. And of course, the soundtrack is just amazing. That iconic Killer Klowns from Outer Space soundtrack, of course, is in this game. So that just hearing that while you're playing as well is just very fun. So the soundtrack is awesome. If you got the early access one, or like the higher package, you do get the soundtrack as a downloadable content to keep, as well as a digital kind of art book of the Killer Klowns game. So that's also another bonus if you went for that higher price game instead of just the standard $50 one. And then just overall gameplay of this game feels really good. It feels very smooth. There is definitely a skill that you need to learn to be able to cocoon people or to be able to escape from the clowns itself easier. So there is a skill gap between different players. Feels very smooth. It can get laggy at times, but that's probably just from server to server. Whoever is the host of that specific lobby can be more laggy, less laggy, but it can get laggy at times. But besides that, just overall gameplay does feel smooth. The button responses and different trigger responses are always really smooth and accurate. So overall, the gameplay feels good, and that adds to the experience, because you don't want a game to feel choppy, to feel kind of meh as you're playing, because that does tend to ruin the experience. But this game does feel very smooth to play throughout the entire time, so that definitely adds to the pleasure of playing Killer Klowns. And I do love that this game, I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier, but there's a lot of different unlockables. There's different challenges that you can do to unlock specific weapons and specific clothing and, different designs and stuff. Or you can just do your traditional leveling up, and you can start unlocking like new cocoon weapons, new secondary weapons, or new classes for the clowns and the humans. So that adds to that replayability, is that you want to unlock the new weapon. You want to see how much better it is. Is it going to help you in your venture to kill the clowns or to escape? That's totally up to you, because you can customize everything, how your class is set up to kind of suit your kind of play style. So that's also another fun thing, is that no two clowns are exactly the same. Everybody has a different play style. They enjoy different weapons, different classes, similar to the humans. No two humans play style the same. So it makes for every game to be a little bit different, and that also helps with that replayability. So it's fun to kind of see how everybody plays the game. There's a little bit different from player to player, and it's just overall a blast of a game. It's so much fun. Matches are over relatively quick, about 12 minutes a match. So that's also fun itself, that you can play so many matches back to back to back in a single day. So it's one of those games where, for me at least, I haven't been tired of it. And if you are a fan of the Killer Klowns movie, you are absolutely gonna love this game. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the cons. And a couple of cons here for me. The first major one, that's not really a con for me personally, but I can definitely see this being a con for a lot of different people, is that this is just another asymmetrical horror game with a different skin. Of course, we've seen this game before, like Dead by Daylight, the Friday the 13th game, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that we got most recently, and now Killer Klowns from Outer Space. And I can definitely see why some people might be tired of this style of game. I do absolutely love that we're getting games based off of our beloved horror movies. Do they all need to be an asymmetrical game where humans versus killer, you're trying to escape or kill humans? No, we don't need every single horror movie to become this type of style of game. So I can absolutely see why some people might be frustrated of this game being a asymmetrical game and being very simplistic like this. They might have wanted a little bit more, a brand new storyline within this universe. I can definitely see why some people might be frustrated in that aspect. Me personally, I would have definitely loved to seen a more story-driven game of a horror movie. However, I absolutely adore the asymmetrical style, so I definitely enjoy what we got regardless. And one probably big thing for me personally is spawn points are abysmal in this game at certain times. Not always, but there's a lot of times where you spawn into a game and you get spawned right in front of a clown, or you get spawned right in front of a human. You don't even get a chance to gather up weapons, to gather up health packs, to gather up energy drinks to help you in escape. You get thrown right in front of a clown. You get cocooned within the first 30 seconds. No one No one gets to you in time. No one uses the resurrection machine, and now you wasted 12 minutes of your time hoping you're going to come back into the game just to get some XP done and stuff like that. So that can be a little frustrating at times where you get a bad spawn, and that's something that they might have to fix within a patch. But having a bad spawn is super annoying because having your game over within 30 seconds is not fun, and exiting out of the game to get into a new one, you don't get any XP, and you still get a good amount of XP just by sitting there and spectating, which sucks. It could be a little fun because you do have a little bit of a mini game as a spectator, which is kind of a unique, fun touch. But besides that, it is a little frustrating when it comes to spawn points in that aspect. And lastly, while this is a fun game to play over and over again, I'm not too sure how this is going to be as a long-term video game. Are they going to be keeping up with the game, adding new things, adding new maps, new clown designs, new human classes? Who knows? I hope they do. I hope this game continues to get support from the developers. But if it doesn't, this game is going to fall off pretty shortly because everybody's going to max out their levels, get all the things they want, and then the player base is going to die off and no one's going to be playing this game anymore. And that sucks when it comes to an asymmetrical game with a specific horror skin. When it comes to something like Dead by Daylight, where they continuously add new villains, that adds more replayability, where this one, the only thing you really add is more clown designs, more human designs, and at a certain point, that's going to get boring, that's going to get repetitive, and players are not going to want to play anymore. So long-term playability, it's a little dodgy, not too sure how that's going to play out. But let me know what you guys thought about Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game, in the comment section down below. Do you guys enjoy the Killer Klowns movies, or movie, I should say, not movies, the Killer Klowns game? Again, let me know in the comment section down below. Love to hear all you guys' thoughts on that. And again, if you guys like talking about any movies, TV shows, or video game related, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next review. Thank you.